Welcome to the Shit Apple Podcast, where daily life gets drugged through the mud, wrapped in questionable wisdom, and served piping hot with zero shame. Well, someone's got to say the crazy stuff you're already thinking.
Hey guys, welcome back. This is our last episode, and then we're on break for summer, but we'll be back on July 22nd.
Yes.
So have a great 4th.
May the 4th be with you.
No.
I was going to say
that's May 4th. You've got it wrong, lady.
She'll
Listen,
sneak in that Star Wars
true
shit
Star
any
Wars
chance she
fans
gets.
always will wish you a 4th.
We're not that deep.
I am.
Not.
Stop
No.
trying to bring the nerd
I am.
through to us.
Listen, these are not the droids you came for.
Okay.
I hate it. I love Star Wars, but that's enough. It's too far. You're gonna turn people off.
Crack me up.
What do we want to talk about today? We want to talk about friendship.
Oh wait! Before we start, you guys, I have to tell you about my morning.
Uh-oh.
I had to drop my twins off. I signed them up for like a church camp at my mom's church.
Hallelujah.
I know. And so I had to pick them up. I had to get ready for the podcast. I had to shower. So I was rushing. Like I had my hair wet. I put my clothes on. I'm like, oh my God, I'm late. So I'm running. I'm rushing. I get out of the car. I run up to the thing. I'm like, I'm so sorry I'm late. And I grab the twins and they're like, oh, we're serving pizza, whatever. I'm like, okay, quick, grab your pizza because I got to go home and get ready.
Okay.
And so they grab pizza. I go out to my car.
You were supposed to pay for it?
No. I mean, I paid for the camp
Okay.
She got arrested.
at church.
That would have been a way better story.
It would have been, but this one's pretty freaking good.
Oh.
So I get in the car, I open the door, they've got like their crafts and their pizza, and I shut the door, and then I look down on the ground and I'm like, what is that? And I look again, I'm like, that's a pair of my underwear.
What?
In the car?
On the ground.
The church
Oh my
ground.
God.
On the ground.
It was in their like pants or something, their shorts?
I don't know.
Oh my
but I pick
God.
it up and someone
What? You could have played dumb. Just be like,
No, they were my underwear. They were my underwear. And the only thing I can
You
think
couldn't
of
spare them.
Wait for it. So you know how I don't wash my jeans that often, right,
Right,
guys? Like
right.
I only wash them if they're dirty, whatever.
Oh my
so I
God.
had just washed these.
They
So I
fell
think
out.
a pair of underwear
got
was
stuck.
I was rushing you guys. I think this thong, it was a thong
Yeah.
at church. Not a big pair of granny panties I was more hopeful for, but it was a really skimpy thong.
I don't know if you
Hanging
can
out of my
get in heaven
pants.
with thongs. I think you go straight to hell.
So I think it was hanging out of like my waistband.
Oh my
or
God, the
something
whole time.
The whole time. And I kept thinking, people are looking at me strange. I heard some whispers.
They're like, I don't know if that's
You did,
toilet
really?
paper or
I
a
literally saw
tumor.
people like doing this. I'm like, I know I look
Okay.
crazy. I know I'm late. I'm sorry.
I'm not trying to tie this into our episode, but should someone
Oh,
have told
good
you?
girlfriend.
A good
Girl.
woman,
Human.
man,
Woman.
maybe not a
Human.
man because
Lady.
underwear, a lady.
No, I want a man to tell me if I have a pair of panties
Same.
hanging out. I don't care if you're.
Just
any-
say, hey, you got something hanging out of your jeans,
Yeah.
weirdo.
Like,
Right?
you guys, I'm mortified.
You
I'm
should be.
absolutely
Should be.
mortified. It was at
You-
church.
Yeah.
It could have been anywhere.
Yeah, I
Well,
feel
would it
like-
have been better at school? No, that more embarrassing.
That would've been
Oh,
worse.
yeah,
You'll
That
never
would've
see
been worse.
these people again.
Yeah. She'll never see these people again.
I have more camps to go to.
Shit.
Did the twins notice? Like,
No,
like, oh, mom,
I
your underwear.
didn't. I was, no. I was mortified, so that was my
mean,
morning.
I wish there was a video camera in there. Just seeing the look on your face when you realize.
I just don't know where
and the
they
bending
were.
down to retrieve quickly.
I
The bend
grabbed
down-
them so quick,
The bend
I-
and snap.
I
No,
literally,
the
the
bend
bend
and
and snap.
snap. That's
I
funny.
literally grabbed them so quick, threw them in the car, and looked around to see if they were like,
So nobody walked you out to your car, anything creepy.
they should have been like, excuse me, miss, you have underwear hanging out of your pant.
Yeah.
Or your pocket. Like, where
know
was
what?
it hanging out of? Did it come out the leg?
know.
Maybe no one saw it.
That's funny, though.
Maybe it came out
It
my
just
leg.
worked its way down. I'm going with the top.
Were they clean?
Well,
Be
yeah, they were
honest.
freshly
Nobody's
laundered.
listening.
These
Tell me
were
the
just
truth.
freshly laundered.
Okay.
That's my point. You know,
okay.
like stuff gets stuck.
That's why they look so good. 'cause they're crisp.
That's what it was. Okay, yeah, I feel you.
All right.
Okay.
I feel like it's better that, I mean, all church aside, I feel like it's better being a thong than in granny panties.
Why?
I don't know. It'd be embarrassing. Like, those are my
Like, I
granny
wear
panties.
big old-
Church aside.
Yeah, at least, they'd be like, she's kind of sexy, not like she's a granny.
You want the priest to think you're sexy?
There's no priest. It's
What is it?
like a Christian.
A pastor.
It's like a Christian. Yeah, a pastor.
Pastor.
I can't keep all the things straight.
They're
All the
married.
people.
They
Yeah,
like a hot chick.
All right.
All right. Well, I'm
Well,
not, I'm not that, but
I would have told you even if I didn't know you. I remember there was this one time I was working at this plastic surgery office, and the lady was helping somebody, and carrying stuff or whatever. The lady I worked with, and I went up to her and I go, "Oh my gosh, you have a booger in your nose," and she's like, "Oh," and I don't know where her accent came from because she's only from Minnesota. She's like, "Oh my Lord, get it!" And so I went.
you reached into her nostril.
I literally just like clipped it. I go, "Tsk."
Okay, that's above and beyond.
That's gross.
"I'm a girl's girl."
Wait, you didn't
Also-
know her and you stuck?
No, I
your
worked
tongue-
with her.
Why
Oh,
couldn't she
okay.
get it herself?
Her hands are full.
Wow. Okay,
don't know.
so
I guess you win best friend.
I'm
win as the best friend.
I will say Shelly
Thank
is
you.
an incredible friend.
Aw, that's what we're talking about today, guys. Go
she
on.
is an incredible
Come
friend.
on, say more.
She goes above and beyond for her friends, and she really cares.
I don't know
If
if
she
I-
doesn't
Deeply,
like
deeply.
you,
Yes, you do. You go above and beyond. You really
okay.
do care.
Yeah.
Take the credit.
I mean,
take the credit.
I was like yaying if I don't like you.
Oh.
Yeah.
right.
I think I pray to the pastor church, the thong church, that something bad happens to your car or something.
Right.
While you're in the desert.
yeah. You don't want to be on her bad side, but if you're on her good side, she treats you like gold.
Well, that's kind. I think everybody in here is very good too. Okay. Boring. Anyway, let's go.
Boring. Well, let's talk about drama.
Drama mamas here.
all right.
Okay, so friend drama. Should I tell her? When
Oh
should
yeah,
I
we're gonna
say
play a game.
something?
We're gonna play a game.
Okay, a game.
Should I tell her? That's from Bravo. Andy
I was
Cohen.
against that game, but they insisted.
I love a game.
No, this is a game like a real friend. Well,
I know. I mean, I was against saying it in unison.
Oh,
Like you
well,
guys-
that's what they do on Watch What Happens Live, and I hope Andy
We're huge
Cohen
fans.
calls us. Yeah, me and Tiffany are big fans.
I tagged him in our last game show once. So.
I know, I saw
and
that.
Bravo and
And-
Watch What Happens
Yeah.
Live.
We're going to, in the new year, since this is our last episode until the new year, which means in a month, we're going to add a little
What?
Bravo. It's our season. Our season is over. I should say season.
Okay.
Shelly time. ST. We're going to add a little, right? A little Bravo time, a little
a
current.
segment. We're going to add a segment at the
Yes.
end called not called current events. So
We'll
whether
have to
it's
have
the
a
Diddy
segment.
thing
Ready,
or
set,
the
go.
Baldoni Lively case.
yeah,
or definitely Diddy. Or whatever.
the current war we're in, or whatever,
Jesus.
whatever it is.
Ooh.
We
Whatever
like
the
the current.
lighthearted. We're here
Or
for
why are
entertainment.
planes falling out of the air all the time right now? Or emergency landing?
You guys digress hardcore.
Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna have a segment called current events.
Holy
More to
moly.
come on that.
Super digression.
Okay, let's refocus.
Okay, so refocusing.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know.
All right. Well, let's just talk about friendship. Let's keep it short and sweet, and then we'll get to our fun game called what was it called, ladies?
What is it? Should
Should
I say
tell
something
her?
or tell her?
Whatever.
It's all up here.
I feel like a real friend from a fake friend will show you mostly in their actions, right?
Yeah.
You know, like I mean, there's this time I was thinking about something like really super cool. Like the other day, the other day it was like a month or two ago. A client called me. I was at Diana's, and I was getting ready to go pick up Camo from the bus stop. And a client called me, and I think you could hear her on the other line, Diana. And she's like, "I'm on my way to your house." And I go, "Shit, I forgot to put my medicine she was picking up out." And Diana didn't even say anything. She just got up, got her car keys, and she goes, "Go to your house. I got Camo." You know what I
Okay,
mean?
I mean, that's a basic.
But I know.
friend. That's
I
not
mean,
like
do you
a-
have people like that? And other than the people sitting in this room,
No.
do you have people
Most
like
people
that?
do not.
I do.
You
I'm
do.
gonna tell a
People do
very
not.
quick story.
Yeah.
My high school friend, you know me, like I was, a hot mess in high school, minus the hot, triple the mess. Like I was just all over the place. And then I met this friend, Nicole, I'll say her name. Anyway, she was popular and she played tennis and she got invited to all the parties. And like when I met her, I was like, please take me with you. Please, I want to go to the parties.
That was
That's
your
like my
ticket in.
high school dream to be the, what you see on TV and all the high school movies. And she was like, no, if we go to those parties, they're all going to be doing drugs and we're going to not be able to say no. And I honestly feel like that was the best. Like she was a guardian angel because I was such a follower. I would have followed. And if you were like, you want to try this thing called cocaine? I would have been like, okay, thank God I never had that opportunity because
Yeah.
I would have.
Well, that's good. Most, I don't
and
know
she's
if I would
still
have done
like
that.
my good
I would have
ride or
thought
die
she
friend.
was not a good friend. I'd been like, excuse me.
Yeah, you better get
Take
me in that
to the
party.
damn party.
No,
I would have taped her up and like
Well,
drug her.
then I was
Weekend
like-
at Bernie'd her. It's
I would
like
have
Nicole's
blackmailed
here.
her to get me to that party.
Well, then I was like, I'll spend more time with her and warm her up. But
Yeah.
no, then turns out that was the best thing. And
Yeah.
we ended up having the best high school years together and
Yeah.
did all kinds of fun stuff.
like that.
But it was good. But I will say, those are far and few between.
They are.
Yeah.
And I feel like with like girls, I feel like, or women, there's not a lot of us. There's some of us, but there's not a lot of us that teach our girls, that are teaching our girls to be good girlfriends.
Yeah.
Right?
Very true.
You
But
know?
how do you teach it? I feel like you have to have those
I think you
relationships.
talk to them about it.
Yeah.
You
You
do,
what,
but
what the
actions
meaning of a
speak
good friend is.
louder than words. I think my kids seeing our dynamics is
Yeah.
good.
It is. I mean, they see us, but I also tell Layla, I remember every first day of the year, I would be like, look for the kid that doesn't have a friend and
Yeah.
sit by them at lunch or whatever. Just tell them to come play with you. Even if they later on, find their own crew, just so they're not alone or whatever. And I remember like a couple of the many years she went to elementary, she was like, Mom, I found a new friend and that was new or whatever. And same with Camo.
And then she was like, they ended up sucking, but I did invite them to lunch.
She invited me to a cocaine-filled party, so I
She
went.
sounds fun.
My mom always used to say that to me, like she would, when she'd drop me off at school, she'd be like, do something nice for somebody today. Like
Oh,
it's
that's
always,
good.
and
My parents didn't say
I've
that kind of
always, I mean, like it's cheesy and boring, but I always say that to my kids. Like when I drop them off at school, I'm like, do something nice for somebody today. If you see somebody, compliment them.
Compliment
Say
them.
something
Even if it's
nice.
their
Help
earrings
somebody.
or
Yeah.
cool shoes, dude. Like Layla will. Okay, all of our kids dress nice. I get it. Blah blah blah. But like Layla will be like in a dope, the cutest outfit in the whole world, and I'm like, did anybody like your outfit? I mean, I'm more excited.
Oh
over,
my god, I say that every. Who
right?
liked your outfit?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they're like,
nobody.
do
We
that.
don't do that. I remember when
That's
I
so
was a
funny.
little kid, I would go to school, and if my friend whatever had a cute dress on or whatever.
Oh,
But
hell
didn't
yeah,
you
I'm
have
letting them know.
uniforms?
No. I went to
You're
a private
Christian
school that
school?
had zero. Yeah, we were crazy
That is
Christians.
weird.
Yeah, no, we
I've
wore
never
whatever
heard
we
of
wanted.
that.
I imagined you in a uniform.
No, I also was very well dressed. I was like very like I wore.
Move your hand, lady.
Move
Sorry.
your hand.
Sorry, you can't take the Italian out of me. I dressed in. I'm aging myself like in Jag and Guess and Esprit. I mean, I had
yeah.
every
those
outfit.
those were my
Yeah,
stores, 'cause
you know,
that's where my sisters
But I
shop.
mean, if I saw somebody else with, it's kind of like I don't know if you were around. I know you. Well, maybe you were. Remember Justice?
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, yeah,
I would
like
get the
everybody wore
catalog.
the same
Grace
thing.
wore Justice. Not
Yeah,
that
okay.
long ago.
I don't remember. But we all dressed cute.
I
But
know,
if,
I
if
always
somebody had a
ask
cute
myself
outfit, I would
Justice.
go
Hell yeah,
and
she
I'd be
was.
like, "Oh my gosh, that looks cute." But they don't even do that anymore because I really do feel like there's a lot of women out there that I don't know if they necessarily root for other women.
Yeah,
You know what
that's
I
a
mean?
good point. Yeah.
Like outside our group, right? Like I know that there's room for everybody to have success, but I'm not sure that other people think that.
Well, there's it's kind of like a jealousy thing. There's
Yeah.
the people who are like, I also want that. Like,
Yeah.
oh, that's phenomenal that they're doing well. I also want that. And there's the people that are like, I see all that. I don't want them to have it. Only I want
Only
to have
you,
it.
yeah.
There's those. I think those are like how the population is split.
Yeah, I think you're right. But I wish everybody understood there's room for us all.
Yeah.
There is room.
There's
Yeah.
super lots of room. Just like I'm not sure I believe that the turtles really get straws up their nose anymore because it's a really big ocean.
Is that going to be our conspiracy 2 theory? Note that. Note that.
Yeah,
Wowzer.
yeah. It's a big ocean, but that's what I'm saying. It's a big ocean. We can all have straws up our nose.
I love that analogy.
love how
That
you
is
circle-
good.
Okay, so I have this great story.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I think we
We
all.
a lot of stories today, ladies.
Sorry.
Just kidding. I'm
I'm
kidding.
just trying to fill time. I had these friends. So, like, to me, like, I think we've spoken about it before. Like, friends are very, very important to me. Maybe more so than other people because I'm an only child. So my friends become my family, right? And I had this group of friends, and it turned out they sucked. And it turned out they lied about
Long
me.
story short, they
yeah,
suck.
They,
Yeah.
they still suck.
See, we learn these lessons even into adulthood.
That we really do.
Yeah.
And their kids were very good friends with my kid, and these friends all kind of left Layla and I high and dry with nothing in their dust but lies. I mean, I can't wait till we all go to heaven and St. Peter rolls the tape and they'll go, oh, Shelley wasn't lying. So anyway, my point is, at that time, Diana and I were kind of becoming friends-ish, right? And friends light,
Yeah.
if you will.
Friends adjacent.
Yeah, friends adjacent. And it was kind of like I was really hurting, like, oh my God, not only am I losing my friends, my daughter has literally lost her friends. And, and it was really sad to watch, more so watch Layla. And Diana was like, screw that. This is the best thing that ever happened to Layla.
True.
She was like, weed out all the
don't
bad
want them.
now. And then in the future, she'll know who's the bad apple and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And it's so true. Everything,
You mean the shit apple?
the shit apples
Oh, okay.
truly do not fall far from the shit apple tree. And in this instance, that was the best thing. Diana was absolutely right. And she
Thank
was,
you.
you're welcome. Thank
Boy,
you.
you're right a lot today.
She
Yeah,
is,
it's
huh?
like my best.
My
I should buy a lotto
goodness.
ticket. But I think of that story, the most
Yeah.
important thing was like, it's almost better that traumatic thing happens when you have your parents' support
Yeah.
instead of like going to college and then it's
That's
never
true.
happened and you
Kind
don't
of
know how to
alone.
navigate.
Yeah.
So it's good.
I mean, I was like, why? What the hell is going on? I feel like losing a friendship is almost like likened to like a death and or like a marriage
But
breakup.
what if you're because you lost the
Because I did.
yeah?
I mean,
but
that's
if
how
you're the one
sad I
cutting
was.
The ties, you're like sayonara, baby.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
I know you like to cut ties.
I sure
For
do.
sure. I do too.
sure
And once
do.
I cut them out, I was like, oh my God, it's so nice to blah, 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 or blah, 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 whatever. I mean, I'm there's a few things that are very nice about them not being in my life. But I guess my point is here's this new friend that was like giving me advice, and I don't know, I
There for
appreciate
you.
it. And
Yeah.
it made me trust her, whereas even though I was in that relationship with those friends, I'm not so sure I trusted them. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
kind of knew,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Interesting.
Yeah.
I've never had a falling out with really a friend. I can only think of one specific person that's happened to me. But I don't really I'm also an only child, and
Yeah.
I don't really let people in. I'm pretty closed off, and there's a big wall. And if you get in there, it's very rare. But once you're in, kind of thing.
But describe falling out. Like, is it like, I'm sure you've
Like
had
what
friends
she's
sort of
saying.
fall off. Oh, where you had like a
yeah,
confrontation.
well, it wasn't even a confrontation really. I just slowly kind of.
You ghosted them.
I just slowly kind of stopped hanging out with them, but I tried to do it in the most easiest,
Yeah.
pleasant way. But I just knew that this person's actions, I was not aligning with my life and stuff, and so I just kind of
It happened
slowly
naturally.
cut her out, knowing what I was doing.
Oh, okay. Because
Okay.
sometimes it does happen.
Because I didn't
naturally.
want a big fight, riff. I have no hard feelings. I just knew that this person is not a good friend. And
How
I
long ago
can't-
was this?
Probably like 15, 17
If
years
this
ago.
Oh,
person
wow,
came-
It's the
okay.
only time it's ever happened.
If this
because
person came back into your life, would you hang out
It's
with
called
them?
Zombie, by the way.
Like
I
if
would
you
never
saw them at the mall.
I would never intentionally pursue a friendship with them ever again. But if we happen to be in a social setting and we had mutual friends, I would hang out and be totally fine. There's
Not
no
me.
ill feelings, nothing.
That's lucky for you.
But
Yeah.
I don't let people in.
But I just love
It's
to hate.
rare. So when
I do too. It actually makes me happy.
Me too.
Yeah, that's why we're called the Black Hearts.
It makes me feel like I'm
I have a
certain that I
purpose.
made the right
I have a
decision,
purpose.
Yeah.
and I feel confident in my
Yeah.
decision, and it makes me feel proud of myself that I'm getting good at knowing who's the shithead
Yes.
and who's not.
Yeah.
and I kind of makes me feel
100% agree with you, Diana.
Have you ever had to cut people out?
Yes.
Friendships?
I mean, people
I
you
watched her.
know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I'm all done, I have a line. I'm sure we all do.
Sure.
Mine used to be very faint over the years as I've matured and gone through different things.
Arash blames me. He says, since you met me, you got mean.
Oh, he thinks I'm definitely more aggressive. I'm like, this was always hiding in
It's
here.
always inside me.
I just feel comfortable letting my true aggressive
You care
self out.
less and less too.
You do.
You really
and as you get
do.
older, I'm just gearing up for my golden years where I can just be an asshole all the time.
Okay, to be fair, you are not an asshole. You're one of
No.
the sweetest,
Okay.
kindest,
When I
most
like you.
warmest,
When I like you.
warmest human beings.
I couldn't agree more. Not saying, but
You're
when
painting a picture that's not not true.
But when I don't like you, you've seen how I treat people, and you have too.
Yeah.
When I don't like someone,
I
you
love
are,
Spicy D up in the limousine.
You are dead to me. You are dead. When
She's
I'm
my
all
fave.
done, that line, you've crossed it,
Yeah.
dead to me.
Yeah, and she kind of blacks out. Like she doesn't. You can't snap her out. You're like, Diana, come to.
Nope,
You're-
it's too late.
Oh yeah, it's for sure. Like
I
right now
also
it's
have
happening
zero
and it's
remorse
like
about it,
I'm
for
just not gonna bring that shit up. Because it's like, here we go. We're gonna go down
Yeah.
that hole again.
Yeah.
You know, I'm the same way. I'm a dog with a bone, so I get
but
it.
this is why I just feel like if
I'm more
I'm your
mellow.
friend, I give you all of my loyalty.
Yeah.
I give you all of my trust.
So
and
do
if
I.
You break yeah, and that's why I
But
think
nobody
we all,
gets that. And the ones that get it, I know they're in for life.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't let people in.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
guys were kind of letting just some
I had to
riffraff
find
in.
my people in, okay? I have had
You
to find my
were.
people.
Don't get it twisted.
And
You're
by the
still
way,
letting riff raff in.
You're an only child, so
I
I,
know.
don't know what you're up to.
Because I need
You
to
should
be
be
needed.
a better judge.
I need
of
more
character.
attention. Do you want to see my swollen foot again?
Do you want to see my bunion? Just kidding. Are you going to throw that up on the coffee table next?
No.
Well, I mean, if it gets us a lot of views.
That's true.
You know, on OnlyFans, I've heard
Bunions get
I've heard bunions
top
is
dollar.
good, or like if you're struggling.
what?
Yeah.
What do you mean
What do you mean?
struggling?
If you're
To
struggling.
walk?
Yeah.
What do you mean if you can't walk?
That's a hot topic.
like crawling around like a
I don't understand
like,
struggling.
Okay, stop telling everyone how we're going to make our millions. You guys
That-
are going to think we're like making
I'm telling
millions
you
in the
that-
podcast.
yeah.
but really,
Hilarious.
we
Yeah.
opened a OnlyFans.
we make all our money
If
on
you're struggling,
struggling.
like you fall over.
What if you push
Oh my
people
God,
down?
that
Does
is
that get a
so
lot of-
weird.
I don't know if they like
get
the
it.
bully aspect, but yeah, definitely.
This is so
Wow.
creepy and also slightly disgusting.
I don't ask why I know
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
Don't ask why I know that.
just
Maybe
kidding.
because
Because
she
you're
opened
like
an account on
incapable of
OnlyFans.
fighting that. Oh, gross.
No, I haven't.
Okay. So,
But yeah, so with that, I was gonna say something.
With that,
Darn it.
support your friends.
well, this is
Yeah.
one thing I want to say about supporting your friends. I just want to say, like, about that line and stuff. I will do, for a friend, I'll do anything. And if my friend was selling bags of dog poo, I would buy them. But, like, if you can't support your friend, let's not joke around.
Yeah.
Let's
Well,
not call it a friendship. Let's
agree.
not call it a friendship.
But honestly, why wouldn't you? I want my friends to literally succeed. I want them to be I want them to be Oprah. I want them to be the president of the United States. I want them to go because that just benefits
I would
you.
love the president.
That just benefits you. There's
And
no
even if
downfall.
even if it doesn't benefit you, it didn't hurt you.
There's
it
no
didn't take
downfall
anything
to
from
it.
you.
There's
it
no
didn't,
downfall.
It didn't disrupt your life.
You want to be
at all.
around people that are bettering themselves, getting better,
Yeah.
doing, succeeding. No, it
'Cause
does
you're-
benefit you. Trust
Well,
me.
you're the average.
Yeah,
of
because
the
I'm going to
five-
need a pardon here soon. So
You're the average.
I
of
need
the
a president
five
friend.
people you hang out with. I tell my kids that all the
Yeah,
time.
it's
I'm
like-
like, don't hang out with shitheads.
It's not a bad thing. I will do anything in my power to see my friends succeed. I will support them.
100%.
Otherwise, they're not my friend.
But that's the line. That's a big part of the line for me. If you don't support
But they were
something
never
that I'm
my friend.
doing, then yeah, like don't use that term.
And then guess what,
friend.
guys? That person that's not supporting you is raising children to not support others.
Or maybe that person isn't
Oh.
supported either by their spouse or in their family.
Back to the
and they
shit
don't-
apple theory.
That's not my freaking problem.
It's not, but I'm saying
you know?
maybe they don't know how to be a supportive
Agreed,
friend.
but you know, again, I
guarantee
go
you
back
they don't
to
have a
we
lot
learned
of
everything
friends.
we needed to know in kindergarten. I remember there's this thing. Not that I'm the greatest parent on earth, but I remember Layla Markov, my little Layla Markov, in kindergarten, and I was there in this room, her classroom, and it was somebody's birthday. And they brought out a cake or whatever, or cupcakes or something. And Layla was like, I mean, she was clapping and had the big, her face, and she was like, she was like, ah! And she went up to, she's like, happy birthday. And like,
She
she
was so
hugged him.
excited.
And, I mean, that was like true friendship. You know what I mean? And that's not even a little girl that she would go over to their house or anything like that. She was just genuinely happy.
Yeah.
And if we could go back to those times, like just be genuinely happy.
Before all those things, the
Before,
baggage.
yes. You know, or before you saw your mom go, Psh, wonder where she got that blah, blah, whatever
Yeah.
purse.
That bow, that giant bow in her
Everybody's insecurities. Yeah.
hair. Well, that's usually it's the moms talking smack in front of the kids, and then the kids
100%.
learn to talk shit.
Those people
about-
I was telling you about that lied about me and are no longer my friends. One of them literally said, about the friends not being friends with Layla, blah, blah, blah. But she said, yeah, they probably overheard us talking, and I was like, I didn't know this was an ongoing issue. You know what I mean? Like you could just be living your whole adult life and people are over there talking badly about you.
I would literally come home from school and start gossiping to my mom, and she'd be like, I'm bored. Change the subject.
Kimberly.
She'd be like, nope, I'm
Strong
bored.
arming you.
Next.
I love it.
Really? Even if you had juicy gossip?
Nope.
Because I want to hear all the, not a, well, I don't know. I want to
She
hear it.
never,
too.
my mom does not gossip.
Really?
No.
Interesting.
But is
nope,
it gossip if
bored.
it's true?
She would just, I think she was trying to teach me to not
Yeah.
talk shit.
Yeah.
And that's so good. That's really good because like we were just saying, I don't know. It just sucks that, you got to watch out for another girl.
I don't know. I do feel, I want to circle back to
Or woman?
Kimberly.
Kimberly.
I think it's one thing to listen to what your kids are sharing. Like, I don't know. I mean,
No, she
sure, I
listened to
get
what-
it. Yes, no, I don't mean
But
that.
if she was like, Shannon, I don't know.
oh,
Yeah,
like,
like,
well, you
so-and-so did
Shannon's
this.
jealous of you. That's
Yeah.
why. That's what
That
you
is
don't need to
exactly what I hear.
You do not
They're
need
just
to tell
jealous
that.
of you. Of what?
Just because that's how moms
that's
teach
how
the kids.
women.
Oh, the little boy pushed
lot
on
of
He
women.
probably has a crush on you. Don't
No.
teach your people that.
Listen, if your kid,
I did used to have a boy who would do that. He'd pinch my
yeah,
butt.
No, he's sexually harassing
listen,
you.
Like in first
I walked
grade.
around with these in elementary school.
Oh, shit. You developed those like
Like fifth
11.
grade? Oh, yeah.
What grade is that? I don't know.
Fifth.
Fifth.
Oh, I knew a girl in third grade that had cannons like that.
Can.
Damn.
Did you say cans or cannons?
Cannon, both, either or works.
Yeah. So yeah, and you teach your kids your boys to not touch the girls or whatever.
I think most people know that.
I mean, my kids are out goosing all sexes. Man,
But they're
woman,
not doing
child.
it in a sexual manner.
No, God,
Yeah.
no.
They're
They're just
5.
trying to get
We're
a good
gonna,
laugh
we're
like
gonna.
the rest of
There's
us.
been no goosing since the one goose.
Oh, they obviously listened to the episode.
He was scared. The principal scared him.
Oh, good.
The
The
Sometimes
principal or
that's all
vice
it
principal?
takes.
It was Vice.
Really?
Sometimes that's all it takes is another adult figure.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, and she was super nice about it.
Yeah, because when he goosed me, I thought it was funny. I
know.
told him to go get
Anything
someone else.
Shelley, they do to Shelly or say, she's like, like you're the worst. You're making Tiff's job
They're
harder.
like my Dave Chappelle in real
There's
life.
two of them.
Tiny
They
body.
never don't make me laugh.
Probably.
Okay, now let's play our game.
Let's play our game.
Okay.
Should I tell her? Like speaking of like women and or I guess we could say parents, not just women, but parents not teaching their kids correctly. Maybe it's like time for us to step up and help them out, right?
Yeah, maybe.
So we're gonna play out scenarios and whether or not we think we should tell somebody this scenario is happening. Essentially,
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Go
what's
for
the
it.
first one, Shell? Shell dog.
Okay. When you see your friends' kids on social media, but their parents don't know, should you say something? Okay. Diana knows someone whose kid is on Snapchat,
and like all the platforms, and the parents don't know.
and the parents don't even know.
But how do they get? Oh, they don't have to ask permission to download apps.
I don't know.
Obviously.
Cameron doesn't. Lord God, I told you that's how I know OnlyFans. No, I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say
But,
he's already seen a pair of boobs and that and this and that and this.
no,
and
but
all
I'm
the things.
so there's something that they can do that that they don't have to ask permission. But I think I would.
I think I would if I was like worried specifically about the child, because I did. I think I came to you and I was like, should? And
Yeah.
you said, yeah, you should. One, I'm not super close to the parent, so that's a little awkward. But that wouldn't stop me from saying it if I thought like the kid was like struggling with someone or like meeting adult men. Do I
Right.
know if she is? No, but I know her friend group, so
Yeah.
I think it's fine.
I think it's yeah,
Like I think I'm going to stay out of this one.
yeah, and
Oh,
she's a
okay.
little
But like
bit.
if I didn't know the mom and she was like, I want to hurt myself,
Right.
100% I'm going to tell
How do you
Yeah.
know she's on all these platforms and the parent doesn't know? But you're not
because
close
my
to her.
child,
Your child
his
told
friend
you?
is with them
Oh,
on some of
okay,
those
okay,
platforms.
Okay.
Also on social media, like I saw some kid on social media like doing stupid stuff.
I don't understand. The parent's doesn't see the phone or the kid on a.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. At a certain point, you just stop checking.
Yeah, I was very vigilant in the
No,
beginning.
but
and-
like what I'm saying is, you walk past your kid and the kid's sitting on the couch, you don't notice Instagram's open on their phone or Snapchat's open on their phone. I mean, you would have to see it at some point. I'm not saying
but
you're
I think
checking.
if you know you're not supposed to have it, you're sitting with your back to the
But
wall.
also that
Like,
looks suspicious. If my kid's doing this, I'm going, what the hell are you looking at?
Well, you're paying attention to your kids.
I'm not that much. There's too many.
I don't know.
of
I
them.
never really see what my kids are looking at, but I'm not
Yeah.
ever really looking. I
Yeah.
guess if I walk by, but
No, I don't know. I mean, they're gonna hide it until they hide it. But I told the parent. I told the
Oh,
parent
you
what
did?
I sure did.
and it didn't go well, did it?
It didn't go well.
Well, the parent was like, first of all, I
Really?
know, and two,
Yeah.
all
Oh,
the
she
kids
played
are
like she
doing
knew?
She
it.
played like she knew. and played like it wasn't a big deal.
For the record, I have no idea who we're talking
Yeah,
about.
and instead, I feel like I wasn't shaming her. I was like, listen, and I felt terrible, and I was very soft about it, and I became the problem.
Yeah.
I was the problem.
Not a good
Interesting.
friend. That's
not
a
a good
sign
friend.
that person's not
you
a
know,
good friend.
even if you know your kid or whatever, sometimes they do stuff on the side and you just don't know about it. You should
Yeah.
embrace
I don't
it,
think
investigate it, and fix it.
Yeah, I don't think and you weren't coming as a criticism or
Absolutely
being critical.
not.
You were just trying to
I felt like
look
her kid
out.
was better than that, and I was
yeah,
like,
you
hey,
were
listen,
being protective.
for sure.
If it was my kid, I definitely wanna know.
I want everyone, anyone who's listening, anybody in this room.
Same. I'm going to piggyback on this.
Please tell me if my kid is out of line. I will not take offense. I will not think I'm the worst parent. I
And
want to know.
And also, you're not going to rat us out.
I
and tell
don't
us.
have. I
Right.
don't want to turn a blind eye to shit. I
Same.
want to know.
Yeah.
I want to know if I am being rude. I have offended you. Please come to me. I'm not that sensitive where I can't take it.
Oh, yeah. Some
I need
people
to know.
are.
I
yeah.
want to know.
Yeah.
A lot of people are. All right. So, number 2, go for it.
When you see a friend's kid
Well, we
somewhere,
kind of already went over this one.
they should
Somewhere,
be,
like
or
a physical
doing
place.
something they shouldn't be doing, or wearing something inappropriate.
Yeah.
Do you say something? I don't have
So
an
this
example of
this happened to me. I saw someone's kid wearing something extremely inappropriate.
Tiny, a girl
like
or
basic,
a boy,
barely a nipple.
A
showing.
girl.
Almost you could almost see
a
the
nip
nipple.
slip.
I
Almost
mean,
a nip
she
slip?
walked in and the girl walked
I
in,
was there.
saw me, and zipped it up.
Again, I don't know who we're talking
Yeah,
about.
No,
so.
you will not until the cameras go down.
So what did you do?
I didn't tell.
Okay.
So here's the difference in me cutting you off and me being your friend. I would have immediately called that person and said, listen, blah, 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 blah. But because I'm not her friend,
She doesn't get that privilege.
she doesn't get it.
Meaning you're not her friend because you don't like this person?
Yes,
or
their
meaning,
friendship was already broken.
Oh, like
Yeah.
you're just not that close.
No.
yeah, like
So
I'm
what if
not-
it was someone that you were not that close to? Would you let them
As
know?
long as they hadn't wronged me or whatever in the past, yeah, I'd be like, listen, your kid was dressed like this. I just want you to know if you're cool with it, so am I.
I don't think I would say anything.
I
The only way I would say something is if it's offensive, like not like an offensive word, or they're using offensive language, or they're hurting others, or you know what I mean. I'm going to stand up for somebody, but if it's like they're wearing a tiny top, I don't care.
well, this was pretty bad.
Yes,
I
and
mean,
it
this
was like at night, and
stripper-esque.
if mom thought that kid was home, I don't know. It just on a weekend night out late.
Yeah, it
I
was
just
kinda late,
feel
huh?
like
It was after
No,
9. Diana was definitely
it
out
was
past her
yeah,
bedtime.
It was, but I just feel like if my kid was out doing that,
Doing
and I
that?
didn't know,
You
I just
better
wanna
tell
know.
me.
Yeah.
Well, if it was an actual friend of mine and I saw their kid out,
Right.
Oh
That's what
hell
I'm
yeah!
saying.
Oh hell yeah!
This is not a friend of mine, but I will tell you this: that kid also dresses like that on the reg. That
And
means
mom
regular.
doesn't say anything.
also, is it
And
the
she-
mom dressing the child?
No.
Okay.
Well,
but
maybe
the-
encouraging.
Who's buying the
Encouraging.
clothing? Who's buying
Yeah.
the clothing?
I think the mom the mom doesn't mind her dressing like
I'm
that.
torn about the clothes, like, and not when I saw it and I was like,
Right.
wow, that's very inappropriately revealing for that age. And I don't care what people wear. I
Yeah.
always argue with you about that. I don't care. Like, but
yeah, I don't either.
also, like when my kids are wanting to wear that, well, hopefully not Vincent, won't be wearing inappropriate revealing belly shirts or anything.
You never know.
You never know. But like if my daughter is going in that direction, like I don't know, just like if you decide you want a neck tattoo, I can't stop you when you're 18.
Oh, I
but
hope you
just
do.
know, like people will judge you for that. So if
Yeah.
you're prepared to go out into the world and be judged for those things, by all means, if you can handle it, go for it.
Yeah.
If you feel more confident with that neck tattoo, go for it.
Well, I guess that
It's a form of expression, and everyone's
Yeah.
different. And I have lots of friends with neck tattoos, and they look great.
Well, I
Yeah,
just
that's
feel
what I
like
mean.
remember that guy that was in jail and he was really hot.
Oh
and then,
my God,
And
the
then he
When a
became
guy
the model.
has a tattoo,
He was
Yeah, he was
stunning.
good
very
looking.
attractive.
He was
to me.
just on a rerun of
he would have been
ridiculousness.
less attractive to me without tattoos.
Yeah,
the tattoos made him
I
hot.
kind of agree with
But
you.
but it's not as cute on a girl. A neck tattoo.
No,
isn't
it
as
is
cute on a
not.
girl.
But I
It's
mean,
not as
I
cute.
feel like you're saying that was they're expressing themselves.
Yeah.
This girl, she was
well,
expressing
I'm
herself.
talking about adults.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm talking about
adults,
an
I don't
adult.
care.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
I
do
don't
you,
think all
boo.
the kids understand what you're
I
inviting.
love a
in. I'm
variety.
not saying
Yeah.
wear a high neck shirt and
Right.
mock neck, but just be prepared for what Who is going to be interested in that when
Right.
you're with around adult men?
Yeah.
It's
Or teenage men.
well, okay,
boys.
at least that's your age demographic, and I get it. But when you're going places where there's adult
The
men,
middle schoolers are much more advanced, than ever. So
I know when I was like 12, I think I don't know. I might have stopped playing Barbies
looked
and dolls
12.
at that point, but I was definitely still a kid. You know,
Yeah,
I was
same. I
still
was
playing
very
maybe
mature.
teacher and
I was
stuff.
doing some things I probably shouldn't be doing. But
12?
That's another show.
Okay. All right. So let's see. This is a good one. Diana.
Diana.
when you see a friend or like a friend's husband or boyfriend on a dating app or out, like you're out to dinner with someone and you see them, do you say something?
So you said the
I have
thing is
never-
friend.
Seen this. Oh, I take that back. I have had a very interesting experience where I saw a married man. How do I say this? He met a lady, and I found them canoodling.
Oh,
And he is a married man.
Did you say something?
are you friends
no.
with his wife?
Acquaintances.
Are you more friends with him or equal?
I would say so. Yeah. He's friends with my husband.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's tough. It's
Yeah,
so
it is
tough.
tough.
Why does everybody have to put me in a bad position?
Yeah.
Ooh.
But if it's a friend, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
If you're not a friend, sorry.
This is how I always imagine handling the situation. Like in your situation, I always imagine marching right up to that, guy and being like, "Oh, hey, nice to meet you. I'm Tip." You know, like to the person he's canoodling with.
Oh,
and then telling the husband like, "You should say something
Or I
because
will."
I don't want to I don't want
Yes.
to be the person." So like, it's gonna be better coming from you.
I don't know. I don't think that was the first time. I don't think that was the last time, and it's none of my
Never will
damn
be.
beeswax.
Yeah.
And I feel like people know. You know,
Yeah.
Do they?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
denial is strong.
Yeah. But it's you never
The
really
force
know
is
what you're
strong
gonna
with this
do.
one.
You never know what you're gonna do unless you're in that pickle.
Yeah, yeah.
That's probably
a
the only
friend.
time where I've seen it like right in my face.
I've never seen it, but I look forward to the day.
I seen it.
But if
that-
she
to
was
know.
like Shelly or Diana
Oh, hell
or
yeah.
Stephanie or any of my other friends, oh, you better believe I'm probably gonna beat the shit out of that
Do
guy.
you really have a lot of other
I'm
friends?
taking pictures for proof.
I will beat the ever loving
Yes, please
shit
do.
out of
Let me
him.
tell you, that doesn't always pan out because I don't want to.
I don't give a shit. It will pan out for me.
But
I will kill
I have
you.
an experience of a friend actually, as you were talking about that, where her husband was doing something inappropriate and it got shared with her, and she was mad at me. So it
yeah, it
damaged
will
our
always
relationship.
become your problem.
Okay, but hindsight,
You're-
is she still mad at you?
Probably not. Maybe I don't know. Probably not.
But this was a
in
very
the grand
close-
scheme of things.
Yeah.
It was a friend. Yeah.
So,
friend.
looking back, do you wish you would have never?
No, I don't. I'm glad
You're
I
glad
did it.
you
But
did
at
it.
the time that I said it, I was like, oh, it's not how I imagined playing it. I
Yeah.
imagine she would have been so grateful that I shared it.
I
Yeah.
guess it depends on the friendship and the
Yeah.
dynamic
Yeah.
and all of that stuff.
Well, I don't know. If you're a friend and your husband's cheating on you, I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah,
I'm never going to
listen
be
here.
mad that you shared that.
Listen,
Yeah.
listeners, and
And I'm not gonna blame you.
Those
But
in
most
the
9
studio.
times out of 10, you will be the blame when you tell
this
somebody
is the
that.
deal, and I'm referring to housewives. When a housewife is told that their spouse is cheating, you must come with proof.
Yes.
With
Receipts.
Okay, if you
Proof. Timeline. Okay.
okay,
Sorry.
but if you don't come with receipts, if you're like, I heard, so
well, that's
you
just
know,
a shitty friend then.
Yeah.
you have to come with some evidential
Or
shit.
that you saw it with your own eyeballs.
Evidence. I
Yeah.
want evidence. I want proof or
Yeah.
Well, no, actually if it's you guys, tell me anything you heard on the streets. I want to know all the things on the streets.
On the
We'll
street.
tell you, but yeah, take that with a grain of salt. But
Right.
yeah, I'm with you. I want proof, receipts, timeline,
Yeah.
proof.
Yeah.
Because like you
said
said,
something
there's some
twice.
jealous people out there that like to
As we
create
said.
things.
Well, and especially with that group, I mean, they're so dynamic. Everyone wants a piece of the action.
Yeah, and you got to keep
it.
the storyline going.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's people coming out of the woodwork. Okay, what else?
Oh,
Shelly?
when do you tell someone when they're talking bad about them behind their back? Like, I feel like somebody didn't that happen to you and I, Diana? Like you're like they were talking about you, or not? They weren't like bashing me. This was a long time ago, though. Like maybe was it like the
Oh, the PTA.
Oh, that's what it was. Oh, yeah. The
Like,
PTA.
I don't know where this
I know.
story's
The
going.
PTA at one of the schools was talking bad about me, and Diana told me. And that's why they're on my hit list.
Listen, when you're a
they are on my
dynamic-
hit list.
Okay. Yes. it's
Shelly
just-
is a dynamic
Whatever.
human being, and people are talking.
Yeah. True.
Like they're always going to be talking about you, Shelly, because
Yeah.
you're not a wallflower.
Yeah, you're
you know what I mean?
polarizing.
But I always say, as long as they're talking, like, I don't give a shit what you're saying. As long as I'm
Listen.
living rent free in your mind, that's where I like to be.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't give a shit.
But they were saying, again, I think I don't like the lies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They were saying stuff that I didn't really say.
That's true.
And I said something and they completely twisted it. And I was like, that's not
Actually, I still don't care.
what I said.
I really
but,
don't
you know, I mean, I don't want people walking around thinking.
yeah, you want to like right the wrong. Like,
Yes.
no, this
right.
is what.
No, what I actually said was this. Take that and shove it up your weird skinny butts, right? I mean, that's what I want to talk about.
Okay.
Them to talk about.
Yeah.
The truth.
I think there's been misconceptions about me, and I'm good with it. I don't give a
Yeah.
shit.
You know,
No, people think one thing about me, and I might be a whole nother thing. I don't really care.
Yeah, I guess I don't really care unless
really
it's
don't.
the people that I care about.
well, listen, if I don't have hate fueling my energy, how
know.
will
You
I
like
go
it.
How do
on?
I
You
get
like
up
it.
every day?
I know.
For
It's
sure.
very true.
All right, when to walk away from a friend? Are they a frenemy or just clueless? Right? Oh, did
Well,
I?
what about number?
I'm sorry.
Well, we can go back.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Okay, when you, I have no problem walking away. When I'm all done, I have no problem walking.
I think
away.
you said it right, good, Diana. That you know, there's a
frenemy.
line.
Ooh.
There's a line,
Yeah.
and once they cross that line, and I want women to find their line. I think a lot
Yes.
of people don't know what their line is.
I have a line.
Yeah, I have a line too.
Very clear.
And I can never go back.
Right.
Maybe I could be like, hi, nice to see you.
Just
at an event."
coexist, but you
but
cannot
I'll be-
canoodle.
As polite as my, gag reflex allows, but that's it.
Yeah.
I can never.
like, do you guys
let
hate
in.
people? Do you
Yeah.
have actual people right now that you hate?
100%.
right
Like,
here.
how
Right here.
many people?
I only
Like,
have a
where you
couple.
actually hate them?
Yeah.
I don't
I
hate
don't know,
one
like-
single person on this planet.
Like 10.
Like, hate.
What?
that's high.
That includes family too on my end.
I guess maybe
But-
not
but, like,
actively hate,
hate.
but that have
Hate.
crossed
Not just
the
dislike,
line.
hate.
Okay,
Hate.
no, I take that
I do.
back. Not that I hate, that have crossed the
Whoa.
line that I've severed ties with. I have about 10.
Oh, I hate them.
Hate?
Just sever ties. I don't think about them.
But do you have anybody you hate?
No, I guess not.
What?
I mean that I think about regularly, like, ooh, I can't. No, not.
So, like, if you're
I guess
vacuuming,
define-
'cause-
There's
define
not one
hate.
person I hate.
oh my God, you guys are.
I mean,
weak.
like Hitler, people like that. But I'm
Weak.
like
I don't
talking about people I know.
Oh, okay. If Mussolini
about-
and Hitler, no. So I hate 12
I'm talking
people.
about like
Tell
people
me though.
in your life.
Define hate. Let's get that definition.
Like sometimes I'll
straight.
be doing something, you know,
They
and,
consume
and they
you.
pop in my head accidentally, and I'm
Hate
like,
is all consuming.
I cannot wait until I see that person.
To do
like
what?
there's
To give 'em
somebody,
stink
there's
eye?
a couple of people. Like if I see them, I will take off my earrings because
Oh
you know,
shit, she's ready for
I-
a fight.
you know,
No.
I'll
I've seen her take off her shoes.
Yeah.
and her earrings.
you know, I will take off these shoes. I'll take off anything.
And she's faster
Anything,
than lightning.
yeah. And for 10 seconds. And we're fighting. We're fighting, and I will not stop fighting until I see
Now,
blood.
I've always wanted to
Okay,
fight, so I
people
will
wanna
fight someone.
punch. That's the definition of hate.
or
then I got
you know,
0.
or
I
I'll
don't wanna
tell
waste
the
my
I'll
punch
tell the
on you.
biggest person there that
I want to punch people, but I don't hate them.
oh no,
I just wanted to
hate
get in a fight once in my
I
life.
hate them. Hate
I
them.
used to like kind of hate one of my stepdads. Like I used to have some hate.
the
in
one
my
you
heart.
put the poo in the bed.
No,
Oh my!
no.
That was
There's
her best
another
friend.
one. There's one before that guy.
Lord Jesus.
He was not nice, and I did hate
you
him
or
for
to
a bit.
everyone?
To everybody,
Oh.
but specifically me and my mom. He was not nice.
What?
Not like nothing crazy,
yeah.
nothing crazy. But
Just
I did
a
have hate
dick?
for him for a bit, and I saw him up at what's that place called? That Mediterranean place. What's that place called? Pita Jungle. And for a moment, I was like, should I go say something to him? And then it almost like was good that I saw him because I was like, I got nothing for him. Like I don't hate him.
I mean, I guess
I don't hate anybody.
I like to avenge.
I do too. Oh my
Is that
God.
hate? I don't know. I'm still confused about the definition.
Hate is like all consuming.
No,
It's
no,
like-
one,
No,
no
it
one
doesn't all
consumes
consume. But
me.
when I think about it, it does. It might even put me in a
Yeah.
bad mood.
But the people actually, I think all of them, and I'm not just saying it because I don't like them, are like narcissist crazy. So it's not like I could ever have a conversation and be like,
Right.
this was what you did, which was fucked up. And they would be like, oh my God, I didn't realize. Like they would never. So
Right.
I just need to realize they're the problem. It's them, not
I
me.
agree. I agree with you
Yeah.
1,000,000%.
Yeah.
That's true. Those are the people in my life, and it's like I'm never going to get anywhere with them. So violence it is.
Yeah.
I like violence.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I do like that.
Because
but I don't have
sometimes
any-
you know what, it does solve things.
I mean, it just says the
this is what I'm
dictionary-
teaching my
I was a
children.
little violent on my weekend away.
The
I just
Oxford,
What? You
aggressive.
were?
The Oxford
In Yosemite?
definition for hate is feel intense or passionately dislike somebody.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Then I guess
so. It's
I
not
do
all
hate.
consuming.
I just like dislike some people. I don't think I hate them.
Oh, I hate them.
Yeah. So
And
maybe-
as a matter of fact, there's some people that like you guys could not like, and I hate them worse than you do sometimes.
oh,
Because I feel like sometimes, like with Diana, I don't know or did I dream this? But I feel like there's somebody that you should hate, but you just dislike them, but you should hate them, and I hate them more than you hate them. You know what I mean?
What's the first
I
initial?
can't remember. See, I have so many people I hate. I can't even
I'm
remember.
gonna keep a note in the
you don't have a
note
list.
file.
You don't have a burn book.
I'm going
and
to
a
tell my
list?
assistant to start making notes of my hate, my hating.
Yeah, we need to circle back because I want to know.
Right.
Is that true? I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay, remember?
Speaking of hate, do you tell a friend when you hate their husband?
No, you can't. That will damage the
I
friendship.
could never. Even if I didn't, I could
Yeah.
never.
Yeah.
So that's just
you
a no.
can't. You can't.
Have you ever done that?
No.
No. So no, we don't do it.
What about
Because
a
it's
boyfriend
friend.
before it's too late, before they get married?
I
Like,
think the biggest thing too is like the reason you wouldn't tell your friend that you hate their husband is because you care for your friend, you love your friend. That would hurt
Right.
your friend,
I know.
right? And if you're a good friend,
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I just remembered something. I just remembered my high school friend. I found out that her boyfriend cheated on her, and I did tell her, and she was like,
You're out of
Grateful?
here.
"Yeah."
oh, she was grateful.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That's
I
rare.
have hated boyfriends of my friends, like
Yeah.
when we were younger.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think boyfriends are different. I don't. I'm trying to think of a husband that I hate.
I don't think they knew I didn't like him though.
I feel
Sometimes
you
I
can
like the
always
husband
tell.
better than the wife.
Yeah, that happens too.
Hey,
Not you.
I mean, you are best friends with Bo.
Not you. Oh.
You are best friends with
Just
Bo.
kidding, Bo.
Okay, what about this one? Do you say something if you see a friend drinking a lot and you're concerned, or is it none of your business?
That's a hard one. It's a hard one. I think
I mean,
if they're
if there's an
if they're
actual
like
problem.
in a pickle, but then, yeah,
Have you ever had to do that
I've never
in a friendship?
had to. No.
Either of you?
No.
No.
I haven't either.
I have seen a lot of people drink a lot though, and I was like,
It's
or
not a
smoke
good
a lot of
look.
weed or-
yeah, it's just
or something. I'm like,
and like you're a parent, that's fine if you want
Right.
to, like it's your night out and whatever. But like then don't be like,
All the
okay,
time.
let me take the kids out for ice cream now. It's like, oh, it's very hard to watch.
yeah. If you're drinking a lot, if you're drinking and you put your children in the car, and you think that you can drive them, you can't.
Yeah,
And
why
honestly,
risk it?
if
Why
I
risk
see you
it?
doing that, I'm gonna confront you.
Yeah.
I will confront this fictional person
Yeah.
if I see that.
Yeah, I've taken Ubers with my kids.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same.
Hello, because you're smart.
Yeah.
A drunk?
There was a family
That's
at
what
our
we were
preschool that like the dad had to sometimes bring the kids to preschool,
Wait, what?
like on like a Friday morning because the dad went out to happy.
Oh my
like,
gosh,
Uber
how
the
funny!
kids to school on Friday.
Thursdays are hot nights out. Remember
It was
those
very
nights?
hot in San
Thursdays are
Diego.
fun. I remember that.
That's funny. I do see a lot of Waymos at the middle school, so maybe the parents were partying the night before.
Well, I think a lot of people.
I think those are working parents.
I think I was going to say. I
it's
think.
made it easy for parents.
Yeah, it really has.
You don't even have to parent anymore, really.
Really?
What?
Sign me up.
Just give them an iPhone and a Waymo account, and you're good to go.
the other day, I
and
was.
Uber Eats,
And an
so you don't
Uber
have
Eats
to
account,
cook.
you have to
Yeah,
feed them,
right?
drive them anywhere, entertain them.
The other night, I was
set.
talking to Diana on the phone. We were talking about somebody's surprise birthday party. And Cameron, I was yelling at Cameron, I'm like, you haven't stopped eating since I came home. And he's like, you haven't fed me all day. It was like 6 p.m. I'm like, oh, yeah. I forgot. I wish there was something
to
like
feed these
that
Such a
automatically
hassle.
delivered your children
Like
food.
a dog bowl where it just dumps the food in.
Or, I don't know,
That's
they
called
were-
an animal.
they were responsible for their own meals. When does that happen?
Oh my God.
Well, he is getting the age where he can make himself some breakfast and lunch. And dinner, by the way.
By
need
the
to
way,
call
I
him
know
and tell
you
him
hate
that.
Trader Joe's, but Grace, for some reason, has been loving the like mac and cheese in general, not a food she used to love. I just found some at Trader Joe's. She loved it. I'm like, I'm buying 20 of those packs.
Mac and
nice.
cheese, like
It's
what?
like
The-
frozen. No, it's frozen.
Oh.
It's like real mac and cheese. It's like
It's
a
real.
lean
it
cuisine of mac and
doesn't.
cheese.
It doesn't compare to my homemade mac and cheese.
No, that one that you always serve on the holidays.
Thank you, Chick-fil-A.
Oh my gosh.
Let's,
A
I
lifetime
think that's a
subscription?
nice one to actually end on.
End on?
You know,
Okay,
the
yeah.
best thing. Friendship is not a lifetime subscription, obviously.
Yeah.
Obvi-
Well, it is for
obviously.
you people.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, I look at it as like a marriage. We're stuck
Yeah,
together
it's
for
like-
life.
I mean, you
I'm
know,
loyal.
and that's what I hope for, you know. But
If you're
you know,
in the fold, you ain't leaving
right,
until death do us part, bitch.
right. But
And
I
like,
feel
I know we talked about this. Like, you got to be friends with someone who you can be like, no, that was fucked up that you
Yeah.
did that, and no, I don't agree that you did that, and like be able to move on. Like, hear your friend, like they listen to you, and then move on.
I remember like some friends of Layla, and again, she was young, but like were making her sad, you know, and they would keep doing things every single day. And I think it was almost on purpose, you know, because they're little bitches. And that, I mean, that's really stupid, right? That you're
Yeah.
doing that. I can't wait till the karma comes back and hits those stupid
Hasn't it
girls.
already? I've seen some of those people.
Yeah. But I was like, just tell them. Just say, hey, why, blah, blah, blah. Why are you doing this or whatever? And she's like, no, I could never. So I also feel like sometimes people are scared to stand up for themselves in a friendship that they love.
That's true.
You know what I
Hey,
mean?
Look
Because
at
you don't
Shamia and
know.
Portia.
That's a very normal, healthy thing.
Look at Shamia and Portia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very true.
Shamia's standing up to Portia.
But for once. And you know what? Portia does look like an asshole.
Yeah, I'm
You
on
know?
Shamia's side.
I am
Sorry.
too.
That's okay. I don't
Plus,
even
she's
know
really rich. She could
She's
can
really
help me out.
rich.
But yes, I feel like we are also not teaching our children to stand up to people that we love. We tell them go get the bullies or whatever. But if somebody that we really care for and love is not treating us nicely, they back down.
Yeah.
You know, so that's something else. Be kind, but stand up for yourself. I
Right.
think
Yeah.
that's something that we should teach our little shit apples.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
A pro tip, this is about parenting, sort of unrelated, but turns out if you're the bigger asshole when you're on a family tour, your kids are very well behaved and polite to the tour guide.
Oh, that's firsthand experience.
Oh, so you were saying something happened in Yosemite.
Oh, I
How
was
could
just
that
spicy.
happen?
At the airport, someone was being stupid with their baggage, and I was like,
Yeah.
move that stupid bag. Like, Arash was like, calm down. The guy's right here. I'm like, I don't care. He can't have two spots. Like, what? I'm going to have to check my
Absolutely
bag.
not. He can't.
Did you
Yeah.
jump up when the plane landed too?
Yeah, you know I did.
Did you clap?
I sure did.
Oh, shit.
I also told I told the,
I love now. I sometimes tell friends when I travel, we're like,
who are you clapping for?
just
The
to pick, or
pilot?
like in a movie.
Yeah. Nowadays, I'm just happy to get on the ground, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the
No.
best.
Anyway, I did tell the flight attendant on Grace also.
I have yet.
Oh yeah,
to,
she tattled on Grace.
I have yet to travel with Shelly and Diana, but I look forward to the day.
Oh yeah. I'm coming
And
up here
Stephanie.
soon. Yeah.
Okay, what else? So you want to end it with the?
So we're going to end the segment with, guys, tell it. We've been super negative, which is always super fun. But what is the best thing a friend has ever done for you? So I'm going to start. There's been a lot of things that my friends have done very nice for me. However, I'm gonna veer back to Diana, who was there for me, ride or die, when I was going through a really problematic problem with those other people and helping me help Layla. And that's the biggest part of it is helping me help Layla. Thank you,
Aw,
Diana.
thank you.
You got it, sister.
Okay. And I'm not just picking you because you picked me. But
What the fuck? What
this
about
is-
me?
This is kind of both, like you do this to both of us. I've just experienced it longer because I've known you longer. Like Shelly doesn't like to drink. She doesn't even always like to go out and get her party on, even though she stays up late and I don't.
I gotta
But sometimes
watch
she's like,
TV.
I can't leave these people by themselves in case something happens. They might
Oh,
need
yeah.
me.
I'll make
And-
sure you bitches are alive.
She's a good wing woman.
She's a good ride or die. She's
Ride
a
or
good
die.
ride or
Okay.
die.
I'll take it.
She will
Yeah.
always ride.
Yeah.
Hot take here. If I'm busy,
Don't block the camera.
oh, sorry. Stephanie will also make sure you're alive because she also doesn't drink.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stephanie, you're gonna have to take a shift.
Are we like hooligans? Why do we need so many babysitters?
That's why we're like, you
What are
each
we doing?
You each babysit one of us.
I've made it this far, guys. I don't know how, but
Well, it's all downhill
Because
from
of all
here.
the Shellys and Stephs in our life.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right,
I mean,
I
and
like
that-
that. That was
yeah.
fun. Would you like to tell everybody what I've
No,
done for you?
you guys left me out, so fuck
No,
you.
because
she
she
said-
does both of us.
End the segment.
You have time to prove yourself to me.
I'm not the greatest friend. I'm just like
No,
here
you're
for a
great.
good time, not a long
no,
time.
you're wonderful. You are. But like we haven't had a lot of like deep moments of like we know we're good friends, but we
I'm
haven't
gonna tell
had
you
those
what.
moments.
Your chocolate chip cookies are.
yeah.
I dream about them. I go.
Oh, she hopes that I have some every time she comes over.
So when I come over and they're there for me, I appreciate that. And when I come over, you feed me very well.
Nice. All right, next game.
Don't be that friend that's what
Wait,
this is
ready,
called.
set, go. All together.
Don't be that friend
that.
Abandoned me. You abandoned me. No, don't be the
be that
friend,
friend that.
Number one, abandons friends when
Oh.
you have a boyfriend. Don't be a jerk.
Worst.
Right? I have a friend that does
Worst of
that.
the worst.
Yeah.
That's also not a girl's girl. In my
It's
Yeah,
opinion.
not.
not a girl's girl.
It's
Like
not.
that's
I
okay.
have one friend that does that. I can think back in my lifetime, and like when we were all single, or when she was single, I should say more, because I've not been single my entire life essentially. But she like the moment a guy she was interested, we were at the bar, or we'd meet up, and she'd like invite a guy. She was gone.
Yeah.
I was like, bitch, I thought we were supposed to hang out together.
Yeah.
and
And
she would be
also-
gone and all over that dude, and like I was invisible.
Yeah.
And if you end up marrying that person, do you really want them to go about their life thinking like the sun and the stars
No,
shine out
yeah.
of their asshole?
Play hard to get a little.
Well, and also like they need to learn how to be balanced, and they don't just deserve every second of your attention.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I have two friends like that. They suck. Yeah. But I love them.
All right.
Okay, that's weird.
No, I don't love them. I like them a lot. Okay.
We kind of already touched on this one.
Number
You
two,
can't
you
disagree
can't
with
disagree.
and can't get over
Yeah,
it.
disagree with your friends.
Yeah.
If they're doing something you don't like, tell them.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
And if you
about-
need to beef
If
it out,
you're-
beef it out.
If your friend is mad at you because you have a disagreement with them, they are not
Like
your
they can't
friend.
let it go.
They're not your friend.
Yeah.
I don't really have disagreements with my friends, to be honest,
Yes, you
because
do.
I do believe the sun rises and sets in their asshole. Is that the
No,
expression?
no, that's more
They will
like
burn.
the attention you give to the moon and the stars shine out of their butt. Yeah. That's
Or
I
that
think- I think
burn.
that's what-
Sunshine's coming out
I
of
think
her
that's what
asshole.
Plato said. Yeah. I think that's how we worded it.
Whatever. I don't really have disagreements.
Okay.
Really, I mean, maybe once in my life.
Okay. Well, we're gonna bring that out. We're gonna bring it out.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Let's get in a fight.
If you can't bridge your groups, like
Yeah.
I have this group of school mom friends and I have this group of this, if you can't be around everyone at the same time,
Yeah.
It's
You're
weird.
stupid.
Or if
Well,
you
it's
get
just-
jealous, if you do bridge them and they become friends and they start hanging out and
Without
you're
you.
not included,
they're like, turns out we didn't like that Diana after all.
that
I
has
like bridged friends, because I had other friends and you had these.
The weird friends. Yeah.
where,
did
was it
have
from
weird
Stroller Strides?
No, it was never.
Were they
a
No,
Stroller
you were
Stride
in that
friends?
friends group too.
I was never in Stroller Strides. I said I'm
No,
anti.
no, no. I mean Diana's
The
weird
weird
friends.
group.
You would come every great once.
I don't even know what we're talking
Yes, you do.
about.
Okay, anyway, finish the point.
What the hell?
Yeah, I think it would be nice. Or there was like an issue in elementary school where this group of friends, and then there's the same grade group of friends, and then there's this mom in the middle. It seemed like she was trying to keep them separate almost because she didn't want to bridge that over. Very weird.
Interesting.
But
Sometimes people
par for
don't
the course.
want to bridge because then they do feel like, oh, I might get left out.
Yeah,
And so
I
yeah,
100% believe that is absolutely
yeah,
why.
that's kind of
I
sad.
don't like that. I never really have ulterior motives. I don't like that.
I like
perfect.
to see how the people I like interact and like, oh wow, they can all get
could
along.
be
Then I want to
more
be around
fun.
them all more.
Yeah.
Right? Like
That's
More
very
fun,
true.
funner,
more fun, more fun,
funner.
funner.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So ride or die for one person that you miss out on other quality friends.
I was thinking about this yesterday. I feel like, okay, so, it's like, let's say I have a group of friends, but let's just say you hate Tiffany, just for, right now. And you're like, I'm not going out with Tiffany and Amy and Lisa. And I was like, would I still go out with them?
Yeah. Do I have to stay with you?
I know. So I was like, I don't know, in my softness before bed last night, I was a little bit more understanding of it, you know.
But I think
you
a good,
used to
a
say
good-
no.
A good friend
but I feel-
wouldn't want you
Right.
to.
I was going to say,
Like,
but I feel like you would be like, you need to go.
you know the friend that I axed out.
I
and
do.
When other people talked about her and they were still friends with her, I said,
You did.
I don't want her not to have friends.
Right.
I don't care who you're friends with.
Right.
Doesn't affect my life if you're friends with her.
Right.
Right? Like
Yeah.
as long as I don't have to be friends with her, I don't care what
Yeah,
you
I
I
don't
think
give a-
that that's very strong of you. In fact,
I don't care.
Did you watch Real Housewives of Miami?
I've watched every
Oh yeah, so
franchise ever.
It's kind of like Larsa broke up with her ex-boyfriend, and she wants
She broke up with her
friend's
boyfriend.
By the way,
boyfriend.
Larsa's the problem.
Larsa is the problem. It's you,
She's
Larsa.
always the
You're
problem.
But she's mad at one friend because her friend's boyfriend won't unfriend Marcus Jordan, right? And he
It's
hangs
silly.
out
Again,
with
how
him.
does
and-
that
It's
affect her
silly.
life?
Exactly. And so I think anyway,
I think it's
I
silly.
think that you can still be ride or die,
Mm-hmm.
and you can still be friends with people that your ride or die doesn't care
Yeah.
for.
Agreed.
You know?
Agreed.
I agree too. I don't care
Yeah.
because I don't really hate anybody. So.
Well, I mean, if you guys are hanging
It's your
out like with
problem.
my stepmom or something, you're dead to me.
Oh, okay. I'll keep
Damn,
that in
we-
mind.
Let's unfriend her immediately.
Or the
I'll
old
keep that in mind.
PTA. Listen, I don't like those people.
I don't even
If
know who
see
they
you
are.
guys with those people.
I don't even
done.
know who they are.
All right. When you don't root for your friend, we kind of already talked about that
Yeah,
one too.
root for your friends, ladies,
Just-
and teach your kids to do it.
Yeah.
But it's the people that are secretly not rooting for you.
It's
you know?
the people
They're
that are
covert.
insecure that
Yeah.
are not doing that. And that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, that was that.
That was
Friendship.
that.
We've wrapped. We've said it all.
We've said it all.
We've
I
said
don't
it
know.
all.
You've said
I
it
didn't
all.
say it all, but I had to keep some things under
Yeah,
wraps,
we
and
do.
That's fine.
But I think that I think the lesson from this whole show is let's all learn. We're learning people.
Yeah.
Let's teach our children to be kind by watching us be kind.
yeah. And also, I like to know who the snake is.
Yeah, me too.
That's how I want to end it.
Yeah, okay.
No, wait, we have
so
to do
good.
You Want to Know What I Hate?
Yeah.
All right. Take it away, Tiff.
Okay, you want to know what I hate?
What?
I hate when you always invite people to your house. You constantly invite people to your house and they never reciprocate. Or
Right
you're
here, I hate it
constantly, inviting people to do things and they never reciprocate.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like there's two takes on this. There's the people like I like to host, you host. You don't love to cook, but you organize things, you do things, you plan things, VIP and whatever. You like created a whole group.
Stephanie built a studio in her house.
Yeah. Yeah.
We don't even have to
We're
knock.
here all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she hosted Shelley's birthday. She
did.
She doesn't hate to host.
She hosts tons
No,
of
she
parties.
hates. Did you see what she did?
She doesn't love to host, but she
She
did
hates
host.
to host. I remember during my birthday party, I walked up to her. I go, "You hate this, don't you?" And she's like, "I do."
Okay, well, let me tell you, I wanted to have the party at my house, but
Yeah.
Rosh was like, Shelley's here all the time. You're never going to be able to
When
pull
are
it
you
off."
gonna? Yeah.
So I reached
that's a
out to
good
Stephanie,
point.
Yeah.
and
Oh,
she
thank-
said yes without any hesitation. She wasn't like, "Let me think about it." She was like,
'Cause she's
"What's
a
the
good
plan?
friend."
What's the plan?" Like
She is.
she was awesome.
I've been friends with Stephanie longer than I've been friends with both of you.
Oh yeah, that's
I mean,
true.
I just met you like 2 days ago, so
yeah,
Do you remember
It's not
my
hard to
name?
believe.
yeah.
No, because
No.
guess what? Our 2-year Snoop Dogg anniversary is coming up.
So I think,
Damn.
so wait, back to Stephanie. I
Yes,
think
sorry.
she does like to host if she's hosting people she wants to host.
she's a great host.
right? Like
I don't know.
I mean, maybe that's true about everyone.
It's okay
but
if you don't like it, Stephanie.
I think she likes
The point
it.
is she reciprocates. She,
She
hosts
does.
things.
She does. I will also say I am kind of on the other spectrum. I have a house. I feel
That's in your head.
I know, but I feel like it's not
Well, it was for a
entertainment.
long time, but now you're settled. Like you were in
I know, but it
Reno.
doesn't have a bathroom on the middle floor. Well, it
Nobody
does,
cares.
but my mother-in-law.
No
But I
one. It's
feel
just like that expression when like around Christmas time and you're dusting your baseboards. People are like, "Oh, I loved the house on the party, but her baseboards were
Yeah.
filthy."
Or
Nobody
like the
gives
guests
a
come in with
shit.
their white gloves.
No, I know. I'm
Nobody
just-
gives a shit.
I
They're
just
there-
felt like it. How inconvenient.
No,
you know?
because we have to walk up 4 stairs.
It's
I think-
one
We
of four.
hate it.
Yeah, I
Nobody
think-
even thinks
Listen,
about
I've fallen
it.
down
This
those
is
stairs a
what
few
people
times.
love. They love to be invited. They
Yeah.
love to be included, invited.
Yeah.
But like we host like Halloween and some other
Yeah.
chili parties and other things, kids' birthdays. if I've never been to your house, if you've never organized something or invited me, and it's a cost thing. We talked about that too. I don't
some
expect
people
you,
may not.
Yeah, and you said like you're a family of seven.
Yeah.
I had to
6.
count up real quick. 6 for the most part. But like, I get that. But all it takes is like, hey, let's go to the slide place.
Yeah.
You just initiating something.
Initiate something. Happy hour,
You
dinner.
don't have to buy my food all the time.
Meet
Just
somewhere.
Plan something.
Plan something.
It's rude. It's rude. Don't get your feelings hurt if you're not invited, if I've never been to your house.
What if I started inviting you guys and I didn't stop? It was like twice a week.
Yeah, thank you. I'll be there.
I would love it.
Oh, I was hoping you would not come.
Very,
At
very
least one.
interested. Very
I mean, I probably wouldn't be able to make all of that,
Okay,
No.
fair enough.
but I would do my best.
Yeah.
I
Not me,
actually like it when
unavailable.
people come over
Unavailable.
and stuff. I just always thought it was very inconvenient,
not about that.
I used to be that too. Like when my kids were little, I'd be like, "No, come here," because if my kids break something, I'd rather they break something at my
Yeah.
house than
Yours.
your house.
Yeah. I know we all have our hang-ups, right?
Yeah, but I do love to. I mean, we had like a little condo in San Diego when we first got married, and I still love to host there. And you know,
Yeah.
it was a weird layout, and it was like a little downstairs and a little middle. And but
It's
I'm
not
like, I
about
want to have a
that.
party all the time. I just,
Yeah.
I like to host, but I also love to be hosted.
Yeah.
you know.
All right.
You got to reciprocate, kids.
Yeah,
if
you
want
got to
have friends.
reciprocate. You can't be mad that you're not included or be like, oh, that's weird. We weren't invited this year. There's a reason.
There is a reason. Look in the mirror.
Yeah. Look in the mirror.
Look in the mirror.
The man in the mirror.
No. But or just plan something. You don't have to pay for it. Plan it.
Yeah, like,
you know,
let's all
even
meet
that
for
group
dinner.
that you organized.
Yeah. VIP.
Yeah, I was like, okay, you've planned something. That
Organize
person's planned something.
something.
Everyone's kind of taking a turn.
Yeah.
If you don't ever plan
Not
or
everybody
organize,
can host. Not everybody's good hostesses or hosts.
but none. I didn't host anything at my house, but I planned something with another person, and
But when I used to plan vacations and all kinds of things, and we're just like, yeah, we're done now. It's too much work, and
Yeah.
nobody really seems to care or appreciate it, so we're done.
I'm gone.
Yeah, we're going.
yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway,
All right.
Good talk, kids.
good talk.
All right. Well, that
You guys
does
enjoy your
it.
summer. We won't
Yes.
be back in studio until July 22nd.
Oh, okay. And I want to just make a little note about July 20, the end of July. That's my birthday.
Oh, me too, bitch.
I was
Me
going to say,
too.
it might be Diana's too.
It's about to be Leo season.
Mine's first. So
Oh,
bow
okay.
down.
Yeah. So also, we're coming back big, guys. We're coming back big after.
No,
After
no,
the
No,
summer.
we're not. We're having
not.
a little mini episode, then we'll come back
After
big,
that.
right?
yeah.
She's excited.
After that, I am very excited.
She's so excited.
All right. Happy. May the 4th be with you.
Enjoy the
Barf.
4th.
Yeah. Happy 4th. Go back and listen to your favorite episodes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Binge
What
it
is your
all.
favorite episode?
Pranks.
I don't know. I loved pranks. I love mom fights, but I gotta say, colonics. I was the one that made me surprisingly.
Oh,
laugh the
I
most.
love conspiracy theories.
Okay. I love them all.
All right.
All right.
Bye.